we will do the 8th sum, in which we have to use some mind and use the knowledge of the properties that we learn in the beginning. A student multiplied 7,236 by 65 instead of to multiply by 56. Means he is supposed to do this thing, 7,236 multiply by 56. By mistake he did 7,236 multiplied by 65. So now we have to find that how much was his answer greater than the correct answer. Correct answer will be here and the wrong answer will be here. So we have to find that this one is how much greater than that. It means that we have to subtract this answer from this answer. It means we have to do 7,236 multiplied by 65 minus 7,236 multiplied by 56. Now what will you do? You will multiply this one first, get answer. You will multiply this one, then you get the answer. Then you will subtract this and you get the answer, final answer. But here, if you will do that, it will take much time also, and there is a chances of making mistake also, because there is a long 2 multiplication. So rather here, what will we do? We will use the distributivity. In the distributive property, you learn that A multiplied by, we learn 2 about it, plus and minus, but here we have minus, so we will use that one. A multiplied by B minus C is equal to A multiplied by B minus A multiplied by C. We will use this same thing but in the reverse order, means A multiplied by B minus A multiplied by C. What is common? A. So A multiplied by into bracket B, middle one minus sign C. So we are going to use that property in this sum. So you can see that what is common here according to here, it is 7,236 multiplied by 65 minus here remaining is 56. So here 7,236 multiplied by 9. So now you don't have to do two big multiplication. Instead that you have to multiply only the one, and that is 7,236 multiplied by 9. So we can do that in the rough page 10. Then now it is easier for you. So now I am leaving that half sum for you. I am not gonna do the multiplication. It is very simple. So now you multiply that and you will write down the answer. So now I think you can continue with that sum. You can do yourself the multiplication, then your answer will be there. So that much was the more answer than the original one. So now you can do that yourself, then we can move on the next sum. The next sum is the 9th sum. To stitch a shirt, 2 meter, 15 meter cloth is needed. To stitch one shirt, how much? 2 meter, 15 centimeter. 2 meter, 15 centimeter cloth is required. And then, given that out of 40 meter cloth, how many shirts? will be stitched and how much cloth will remain, that we have to find. So here we have to do one thing, that first of all, that both amount 2 meter 15 centimeter. So we know that 2 meter is 200 centimeter plus 15 centimeter is equal to 215 centimeter, and 4 meter 40 meter is equal to 40 multiplied by 100 is equal to 4000 centimeter. So total there is 4000 centimeter cloth, and we have to make some shirts. Each shirt required 215 centimeter. So now obviously we have to do the division here, and the quotient that we get, we will show the number of shirts that can be made, and the remainder will show that how much cloth will be remain after the stitching the clothes. So here we have to do 4000 divided by 215. First of all, if you multiply by 2, it will be more than that 430. So we have to do with the one only. 215 ones are 215. If you subtract 10 minus 5, 5, 9 minus 1 will be 8, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring the 0 down, so 1850. So we can try by, say 9. 9 5s are 45. 9 ones are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 9 2s are 18 plus 1, 19. So now it is exceeding, so we have to take multiply by 8. 215 multiply by 8. 5 8s are 40. 8 1s are 8 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 8 2s are 16 plus 1, 17. So 1720. Again we subtract here. 5 minus 2 will be 3. 8 minus 7 is 1 and 0. So here we forgot to put the 8, because we multiplied with 8. So it means that here the quotient is 18 and remainder is 130. So total, how many shirts can be stitched? So we can make 18 shirts. Total 18 shirts can be stitched, and how many clothes will remain? How much? And 130 centimeter means 1 meter and 30 centimeter cloth will remain. So here it is the thing that we did with the division. So now we did all type of sums from the previous video and this video. So now we will move forward, because the other sums you can easily do yourself, the remaining sum of the exercise. And if you have any problem, you can write down in the comment section, and then we can solve your problems. Now we will move little forward about the estimation. Estimation means sometimes, like you read in the newspapers, watch on the TV about the estimation. Generally, when there is big amounts are there, and then if we don't have the exact figures about that things, then you have to write down or tell them, mention it in the approximate amount. For example, if we talk about the current situation, we know that the COVID-19, due to that coronavirus, is going on. Now, sometimes the government cannot get exact amount of the number of patients. So, from the whole country or from the whole region, one of the region or from the state, if they don't get the perfect amount, then what we have to say? They will say that nearly 500 people, nearly 1,000 people, nearly that much. So at that time, instead of exact figure, they will make some approximate answer. For example, here also in the book written that India drew with Pakistan in a hockey match watched by approximately 51,000 spectators. They don't count how many spectators are there, but they know that that full can accommodate some special amount. They know that, and few seats will be empty. So they don't want to go to count and tell the exact amount of the spectators, because they know the capacity, and according to that capacity, there will be some plus minus will be there. And therefore that time they said that approximate 51,000 spectators in the stadium and 40 million television viewers worldwide. Because worldwide they can't go to find out the perfect figure. So approximate they say that 40 million television viewers. So here the estimation is not the exact amount, but it is the estimated, so that it can be nearly the figure of the real answer. Second, approximately 2,000 people were killed and more than 50,000 injured in a cyclonic storm in coastal areas of India and Bangladesh. So when there is a cyclonic storm, then whatever the amount of people were killed, we cannot find the exact amount, because sometimes some people are missing also. Maybe they are buried under the trees or something and they can't even find. So we don't even know either they are living or the dead. At that time, here also we cannot get the exact amount of people that were killed during the cyclonic storm or during the flood in the river and that time. So here in this all this situation, similarly other one also, over 13 million passengers are carried over 63,000 kilometer route of railway track every day. Because railway tracks are worldwide, in your country also, everywhere countrywide. So now in the countrywide, if you can't get the exact amount of the passengers are traveling in a day. So through the country, there are lots of people. So according to that, they will give the approximate amount. So here, in this word, approximately estimation is done. Now we have to learn how to make the estimation. Approximation. Now it is depending by the how big are the amounts. Approximation can be done up to nearest 10 or up to nearest 100 or up to nearest 1,000 or up to nearest 10,000 and so on. So it's depending the how big are the amount, and then we have to rounding off. We have to rounding off the amount up to the nearest 10 or up to the nearest 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 according to the situation. So now nearest to 10 or 100 or 1,000, that will depend on the numbers. Look, we will see here that estimation to the nearest tens. First we will learn about to nearest 10. Now in the nearest 10, what will we do? How do we get the approximation? In this situation, what we have to do? Look here, it is given here example like 259, 260, 261, 262, 263, 264, 265, 267, 268, 269, 270, 271, 272, etc. Now, we have to find here in this situation, we will see that on some of them I will put some mark, and then we have to do the estimation by nearest 10. Here on the 261 I put a flag. 263 also I put a flag. 267 I put a flag. 269 I put a flag. So here 261, 263, 267 and 269. Now we know that here there are two numbers which have 0 at the end. That is the 260 and 270. Why we are choosing that number with 0? Because we have to estimate nearest 10. Means either by the 10, by 20, which is nearest to them. So here you can see that 261. So now you have to check that 261 is more near than 270 or what? 260. You can see that 261 is very far from 270. It is much closer to 260. It means that the approximate value of 261 is 260 when rounding off nearest 10. So approximation of 261 will be 260. If you go to 263 also, this distance is small or that distance is small, you will obviously see that 260 is nearer. So estimation of 263 up to nearest 10 is also 260 only. Now 267, you can see that 267 is far from here, but it is closer to 270. So the approximate value of 267, also 269 will be 270, because they are much closer to 270 than the number 260. So all the numbers here are near to 260, but those numbers are near to 270. Similarly, if you take 271 or 272, they are also more closer to 270 than the 280, the same. So here we can see that what is the situation here. So now I hope you understand that how to make the numbers exactly round up. Now 265, if you will think about 265, how will we estimate it? Because it is same distance. Here also it is 5, here also it is 5. And that time you have to take it closer to the bigger number, not the smaller number. So you have to remember that when the number is exactly in the middle, that will be estimated up to the bigger number which is having 0 in the unit place. And if the number last digit is less than 5, then just we have to take out the last digit and put 0. And if it is 65, then you have to add 1, 65 or 67 or 68 or 69. Then approximation will be that you have to put the last digit as 0 and add 1 in the previous digit. So now we will understand with the simple examples that how to round up and make the estimation up to nearest to 10. We will take some different examples, and with the example we will understand the situation. So now we will see that we will take some numbers like 3,752, 8,995, 7,667, 8,032, 9,111. Here you will see that you have to find up to nearest 10. Whenever you have to find the estimation by rounding up and nearest 10, what you have to check? Only the last digit, means the unit digit. If unit digit is smaller than 5, if unit digit is smaller than 5, what we will do? We will just replace. We will just replace that digit by 0. So here you will see that the 3,752. Now we have to estimate up to nearest 10. So here you will see that it is 2, which is smaller than 5. So we do have to do nothing, only take out that anything replaced by 0. So here the estimation will be 3,750. And the second thing, here, that if the unit digit is smaller than 5, then we write down that. But if it is 5 or greater than 5, then what will we do? That time we have to replace the last digit by 0. Replace the last digit by 0 and add 1 in tens digit. Add 1 in the tens digit. So you will see that here 8,995 is there. So here the last digit is 5 or greater than 5. 5 or greater than 5. So what we have to do? We have to put the last digit as 0 and add 1 here. Here, then what is the situation here? 8,995. So here we have to add 1 here. So it will become 10. So then it will be a really, we have to think what is the answer of it. Because it is 900 here. So that will be here. It will be more complicated. So we will take that type of situation later. We will just switch because it will be difficult for you to get the it is a little harder. So we will take like 8,765. Okay. We will take that one. 8,765. So here you can see that the last digit is 5. So what we have to take? We have to put 0 in the place of 5 and add 1 here. So it will be 7. So answer will be 8,770. 8,765. The estimation will be 8,770. Similarly here 7,667. You can see that here also it is more than 5. So here it will be 0. And the first digit will have to add 1. So it will be 7,670. Here in 8,032. 2 means less than 5, smaller than 5. So just we have to put 0 in place of the unit digit. 9,111. Also 9,110. So here you can see that the unit digit and the tens place digit, that will be very important for this. Other digit will be the same, only the change will be either only in the unit digit or unit digit and 10 digit. But in some situation like that, there will be a big problem, because you have to put 0 in place of that. Now if you add 1 here, then 9 plus 1 will be 10. Then you have to take carry, and 9 plus 1 10 again here, and then 8 1. So estimation of 8,995 will be 9,000. Here there is a big change, because that number is nearly to the 9,000. So here not only the unit digit and the tenth, generally only that 2 digit will be changed. But when the number is like nearly that thousands place, and then that will be the main situation. Therefore I take that one later. So now I hope you understand that how to estimate up to nearest tens by rounding off. So when the rounding off, just you have to check if it is the nearest 10, you have to check only the last digit. Last digit, check whether it is less than 5 or 5 or greater than 5. If it is less than 5, just replace the last digit by 0, and that is your estimation. And if the last digit, when units place is 5 or greater than 5, then you have to put 0 and add 1 in the previous, means in the digit in the tens place. Now in the next video we will learn up to the nearest 10, then after that we will learn about nearest 100 or nearest 1,000, and then we have to do some examples like adding and subtracting by giving this rounding off. That we will do in our next session. So if there is problem, write down in the comment section, and the remaining sums also of the exercise 1.2. If you get any problem, write down in the comment section. Thank you.